Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So Michigan will play Illinois this Saturday at 3:30. I believe it's on Paramount Plus. Don't quote me on that. But Illinois is 4-1, I want to say, on the season. And they've got a pretty good team this year. And they always play a certain style of football with Brett Bielema, you know, strong defense. Strong defense. I wouldn't say they have a that good of a running game this year. The starting running back is out. I believe McCreary will probably get most of the carries. And Altmaier, their quarterback, he's playing good ball. I want to say he's got 14 touchdowns, one pick on the year, and he's mobile also, so he'll get on the edges and also he's throwing it. He can make all the throws, so they have a good team. A pretty good team. They their one loss came to Penn State. At Penn State, it was a whiteout. They lost 21-7, and they were in a shootout last week against Purdue. So the thing for this game with Michigan is the pass defense. Now, saying the pass defense, the one thing about talking about the pass defense is Illinois is giving up a lot of sacks. I believe they've given up 19 sacks on the year. So that you would expect to be able to get after them with our front four, you would expect we can get them after them with four. That's what any logical person would say. But we've got Wink. So knowing him, probably seeing that their offensive line struggles pass blocking, he's probably going to be blitzing. He's probably going to try to blitz, when he probably could just get rush four. Hopefully he'll rush four, give the secondary leave more guys in coverage, so we don't get exposed. But who knows with Wink? You know what I mean? Like anybody that is smart would know that, if you can get rush four and get pressure, which we probably will be able to, since we've pretty much been able to get pressure with four against anybody except Texas, you would think that he would do that, but it's Wink, so he's probably going to blitz. We just got to hope that they've ironed out the kinks. Now, we've been on a bye, so they've had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. So there's no excuse for guys looking confused or being out of position or all the confusion, and that goes for offense and defense. So that's the thing about on defense. You want to see the tackling to be better. The tackling hasn't been that good, but you just really want to see the guys on defense knowing their assignment and knowing the scheme. When a play is called or they see a certain set, they're not so confused and they can get the calls in and make the adjustments on the field. You don't want to see that confusion, especially after having 2 weeks to iron out kinks and get ready for this game. You know what I'm saying? If not, it just shows that they're poorly coached, But hopefully they're not, because Michigan has the chance to. We're still in the Big Ten hunt. I don't care what anybody says. We're still in the hunt as far as record goes. We're still in the hunt. So, that's the thing on defense. Wink, make it more vanilla for the boys, and don't blitz. Leave most of those guys in the secondary and leave them in coverage. Leave those linebackers in coverage to help the secondary out. That's what he should do. We'll see what he does do. At least that's on defense. Now, Michigan's offense going against the Illinois defense. Michigan's Illinois defense, they've given up yards. They've given up a nice amount of rushing yards the last couple games. Stiffer competition, they've been giving up more yards. I'd like to see Jack Tuttle get on the edges with the read. They struggled against Purdue on the edges. Keeping contained and Purdue's quarterback, he was able to scramble and, run the read and get some nice yardage. Same thing Tuttle should be able to do if they call some more reads for him. You want to see this offense. You've had 2 weeks, Kirk Campbell. This is on you. Kirk Campbell, Sharon Moore. We want to see that offensive line playing better, hopefully. But you really want to see the creativity that you've put the work in and the time in to make this offense as good as it can be. Imagination and creativity. You want to see that. Different ways to get Loveland the ball, But this is a ground and pound game for sure. They should be trying to grind Illinois out, and there should be some holes for Khalil Mullins and Donovan Edwards to get loose. You know what I'm saying? They should be able to go for at least 200. They should be trying to hit that 200 mark rushing. Illinois has shown some weaknesses on that run defense. So, this is the bread and butter. So, being a Michigan team that wants to run the ball, you should be able to exploit it. And also, you got Jack Tuttle. Teams know he's a better passer than Orji and Warren. So you're probably not going to have those safeties in the box. You know what I'm saying? But you still want to have that creativity. I don't know if Kirk Campbell has the football mind to cultivate this offense, to have the creativity and the play calling skills to actually have it what it could be. That's still to be seen. And I know people say, well, when he gets his guys in, well, when you get your guys in, you should be, no matter who's in there, you should have the football mind to have creativity. Having your guys doesn't change that too much. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't change it too much. If you're gonna have a creative offense, it should be creative no matter who's in the game. That's what I do. I'm creative. I see what I have and I make the most of it. So you want to see him find different ways to get Loveland the ball. I want to see Amarian Walker in the game. Since you're not getting it with the guys that you just thought were going to be the starters or the guys that were going to produce, put the freak of nature guy in the game. See what the freak of nature that's got all the measurables and has all the talent, put him in. Let him start a few games and see what he does. Because he's got the talent. We know he has the talent and the measurables. Put him in. Let's see what he can do. Let's see more of him. You know what I'm saying? Put these guys in position to be successful. I don't know if Kirk Campbell has the bones to do it, to have this offense to be potent and, with the creativity and the place calling skills to where you're like, okay, he's cooking besides just running the ball. Let me see the creativity in the run game. Let me see the second half adjustments. Because we've gotten very vanilla third quarter the last couple games. Third and fourth quarter, we've been quite vanilla the last few games. Most of the season, honestly. Second half, the offense has went in the toilet. So let's see what you got, bro. You done had a lot of time to get this, to cultivate the offense. You got your guy. You got Tuttle's back. That's your guy. He's back. Let's see it. Let's see it. So I'm expecting Michigan to be able to ground and pound them. Expect to see the play action, the rollouts, the bootlegs, but you need to see the read because it seemed like Illinois kind of struggles with that, So want to see the read with Tuttle also, But that's about it for this one. What I got on this game. I'm not at home, so I don't have everything that I normally have. I'm not exactly as comfortable as I normally am, obviously. But yeah, I expect this one to be kind of a close game, and because Illinois plays a physical style, kind of like Michigan plays. The big difference is their quarterback their quarterback is playing better. You know, we're playing musical chairs at quarterback. Their quarterback is playing better. Altmaier's playing good ball. You know, so if Wink if Wink doesn't calm down on the blitzes and guys are making mistakes still in the secondary, this could turn into a shootout. And, you know, Michigan's going to have to put up some points. And I don't think any of us are comfortable with the shootout the way we've been playing. You know, we want to win games in the 20s. You know, we want to win it in the 20s. We getting into the 30s. I don't know. I don't know if we can get there. But they got to put it. You have to put it all out there right now because we still have hope. Keep the hope alive, coaching staff. You know, I hope that they have these players still believing because we still have hope. We're not out of the Big Ten race until we lose again. Then we kind of out of it. But right now, we still have hope. You just got to keep winning. Keep getting better week to week. Keep getting better. Let's see a full game. I'm still waiting to see a full game from this team. Haven't seen one. Still waiting on it. Let's see it. This is a perfect time to get a full game out of this team. You know what I mean? So that's what I got for this one, y'all. I guess I can touch on Ohio State real quick. They had the big matchup against Oregon. You know, Ohio State versus Oregon. It was a good game. It was a good game to watch. You know, but honestly, a lot of the what do I call it? A lot of my question marks for Ohio State for the season, they all showed up in that game. To me, at least. You know, one was how good will that is it really is that defense. They got kind of exposed against Oregon. They got kind of exposed. Oregon kind of did whatever they wanted against them. Run, pass, they did whatever they wanted to. What else? The run game. The run game, I think Travion had on. I think he was close to 100 yards. Quinshawn had like 20 yards, 23 yards and a fumble. But second half, they had like 20 yards rushing, you know. They also lost their left tackle, I believe, Simmons. He's out for the year, you know. So even with Chip Kelly and how they've been running the ball this year, those same habits kind of came back and they couldn't run the ball like because I don't think anybody expected Oregon to be able to shut down Ohio State's run game. Especially not in the second half. That's when the run game really starts to dominate in the second half. So that right there, a lot of us are looking like, oh, same old OSU. Oh, y'all still can't run it like that. Oh, I like that. Yeah, there he is. Oh, y'all got all them new shiny parts and spend all that money, but there he is. You know, so. That's another thing. Will Howard showed some heart, and he's a good player. The questions on him was, will he rise in those big moments? You know, and he played pretty good. I'm not gonna front, but he might have some bonehead in him. And when I say bonehead, that means he'll make a mistake at the wrong time, or even if he's playing well, he'll still make a mistake, a big time mistake. You know, and the end of the game, that was bonehead. That was some bonehead to him, you know, to me at least, you know. But he showed heart, you know. He showed heart, but he's gonna have to keep showing it, you know, because it ain't the end, you know. So, but he showed some good things. I'm not gonna front. What else? The pass rush and forcing turnovers. That pass rush, JTT, Jack Sawyer, you know, they so highly touted and they hyped. Non-existent, you know, non-existent. Still can't get a good pass rush, you know. And we came into this game not thinking that Oregon's offensive line or defensive line was just that great, you know. but they still couldn't get a pass rush, so that was a question mark. They same thing that I was thinking. They're not that on that D line. So I think that's about it with them. Same question marks I had. The question becomes: Are Ryan Day and Jim Knowles? Jim Knowles seems to get lit up every time he plays a team with similar talent to him, except Penn State, pretty much. Well, I ain't even gonna say that. When he plays a team, a good offense, that's your Michigan from last year, Michigan 2022, uh, Georgia. He seems to get lit up. So that's just it right there. Is he a big game defensive coordinator? Does he know how to call a game against big time talent? A good offense, actual good offense. I'm not talking about Notre Dame with that offense they had. It wasn't that good. And Penn State last year, that offense wasn't that good. They couldn't stretch the field at all. You know. And Ryan Day, can he win the big game? He's in that Harbaugh territory. Everybody used to like to talk about Harbaugh, and that's their hope. Well, Jim Harbaugh didn't win the big game for 5 or 6 years. That type of stuff. So that's their hope. He can do like Harbaugh did and get it together. Possibly he can. But they got a good team, but they still got question marks. They told us they were unstoppable. They would be invincible this year. They've got the best. They brought everybody back, and we got Quinshawn Judkins. We've got Caleb Downs, and we've got this guy and that guy, and we brought Mecca Ibuka. We've got J.J. Smith, and he's the best receiver to ever touch a field, and all that. But they got humbled. We only lost by one. Nobody cares if you lost by one or if you lost by 30. You lost. Sorry to tell you. Nobody cares. So that's just it right there. Oregon served Ohio State a slice of humble pie, and Denzel burnt. Denzel burnt barbecue chicken. Delicious. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it right there, But Oregon gave hope that Ohio State isn't that. Iowa honestly gave some hope that Ohio State isn't all that. When they were 7-0 at half, and Iowa's one dimensional, kind of like we are for the most part. So everything is in front of us because we still have to play Oregon, we still have to play Ohio State, but we have time before we have to play them. If Jack Tuttle is that guy, let's see you get better and give us hope, Tuttle. Give us hope. Give us hope. Wink. Wake up. You're looking stupid. You think you're the OG? You're looking stupid. Kirk Campbell, try to keep your job. You're going to get fired, buddy. Show that you have something. Show us. Show us. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. I just want to touch on that couple things. I should be back home probably sometime this weekend. I don't know if I'll be home before the post game, but we'll see. But that's all I got, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.